Hello, everyone, and welcome to the December 13th edition of Live from the Adelphi PAC Living Room. My name is Blythe Daylong. I'm the Executive Director of the Adelphi University Performing Arts Center. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some time with Adelphi. Now, while we are happy to have in-person audiences back for our performances at the Performing Arts Center, we will continue to use this show to bring Adelphi's talented students, faculty, alumni, staff, and other guests to you. Now, on this episode, I'll be speaking with Tony-nominated Broadway icon Norm Lewis about his upcoming holiday concert at Adelphi, as well as sharing some music from the Adelphi Concert Band in advance of their concert tomorrow night, and giving details about the Department of Theater's reading of A Christmas Carol coming up this weekend. So let's get right to it with some holiday music from the one and only Norm Lewis performing with the American Pops Orchestra.
I just came back from a lovely trip along the Milky Way. I stopped off at the North Pole to spend the holiday. I called on dear old Santa Claus to see what I could see. He took me to his workshop and told his plans to me. So you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. I'm telling you. He's making a list and checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. Look, he's watching. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Look at that crazy red suit. Curly head, doll's eye, Cadillac, coupe, elephant bow tie, getting cars too. Santa Claus is coming to town. Ride, ride, red, ride. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. He's coming to town. Get rid of that frown, 'cause Santa Claus is coming to town. It's in the bag.
We will be hearing, of course, a lot more from Norm Lewis throughout tonight's episode. But first, the Adelphi Concert Band has their recital tomorrow night, Tuesday, December 14th at 7:30 p.m. Now, like most of our music ensembles, they spent all of last year and more rehearsing from home and recording their parts individually to be assembled into a performance later on that they actually watched at the same time as you did online. We are thrilled that they are back and live and in person, but before we get to that, here is one of their performances from last spring that was recorded at home and put together. Enjoy the Adelphi Concert Band. Now, the concert band will be opening their concert tomorrow night with that same piece of music you just heard, only live and in person together on the concert hall stage. We are thrilled to welcome them back. They are the last of our music ensembles to perform this semester, so their concert is on Tuesday, December 14th at 7:30 p.m. in the concert hall on the Westerman stage. This is live and in person only. It's not being live streamed, but it is free. We will likely be posting it online sometime after the fact, along with our other ensembles that weren't streamed this semester. So keep an eye on our YouTube page for that. No tickets are required. Just bring your proof of vaccination and a mask to the concert hall and enjoy the show. Now, on Friday, as I mentioned earlier, we are very excited to welcome back to the Adelphi stage the wonderful and delightful Norm Lewis. Here is my conversation with Norm Lewis, as well as some more music from him. Enjoy. I am here today with the fabulous and wonderful Norm Lewis. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us and be on the show this week. Thank you for taking the time.
This is my honor. I appreciate you even wanting to talk to me. I apologize if you hear some noise outside. There's a lot of construction going on, so
I mean, it happens. It's,
Yeah,
it's during the day on a weekday, so construction is bound to be a factor, especially in the city. So, I mean, I think
exactly.
it's unavoidable. But
Exactly.
we're very excited to be welcoming you back to Adelphi. You were last with us in February of 2019, where we ran you a little bit ragged because you did some workshops out at the Long Island High School for the Arts. Then you came and did some workshops with our students at Adelphi. We had a very long and fun day together, and then also, did a concert. So it was great. All while I believe it was right before you were leaving the country to head to Thailand, to film what at the time was a secret project that you couldn't talk about.
Right, right,
But
right.
now we all know was the fantastic series with Spike Lee, The Five Bloods. Which, congratulations on that.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, and as far as being run ragged, that was so much fun. If I'm going to be tired, at least it has to be something that I enjoy doing, and that was I would be tired every day of the week if that's something that I could do, and work with those students and then go do a show.
Right. And also then, especially that we had the students as part of your show at that time, because,
Right.
we were able to do things like that and weren't as cautious about having people together, and schedules weren't as tight. But it was really a lot of fun. I mean, I remember I got the first draft of the schedule that I sent to Jeremy. I got an email back that was like, are you trying to kill Norm Lewis? And I said, well, no, of course not. And so I'm like, there's just a lot we're trying to do. And so we finally came to a compromise that luckily has kept you alive. So
Thank God.
I was thrilled. And I mean, I know the kids at the high school especially were really thrilled about it, as were our Adelphi students. So
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it's always fun to work with those kinds of students, and especially in musical theater, and having the same passion that you do. It just reminds you of when you were that young and saw someone that had some sort of status and come to your school and to get to actually touch them and talk to them.
Yeah, it was a really great time. And of course, it was back in February 2019. You have been incredibly busy since then. Obviously you left to go film that series with Spike Lee.
Right.
You have done a ton of other TV appearances, including throughout the pandemic. Where you did some voiceover work on Central Park,
Right.
which is just an adorable and wonderful show
So much fun. Josh Gad created this show, and it's an amazing experience to be a part of that. Yeah.
It was just a great time, and did the Peacock series Dr. Death, and all kinds of. You also then were a founding member of Black Theater United,
Right.
which was just such a great thing to see everybody coming together and really rallying around. And now we're starting to see the fruits of all of that labor as Broadway has been coming back, and we've seen a lot of staffing changes on a lot of shows, and more people in there. Do you want to talk a little about that organization and what
Yeah.
that was up to?
Yeah, the thing about it, thank you for allowing me to talk about it. We're very proud of it. It was, I would say, founded by LaChance and Audra McDonald. They were talking after that whole long run of seeing people, being murdered. People could not stop, but they couldn't avoid it really, because everybody was home from the pandemic. So
Right.
you saw it week after week after week, and obviously the final straw was George Floyd, and from that, people felt compelled to say something. And we knew that we were going to have to say something from our community, from the theatrical community, and especially, the African Americans that are in this community. And because we're the old ones, a lot of the young people were looking to us to say something. And so we just decided, let's put together this amazing organization and see, from our contacts, from our experience, from whatever we could do to reach out to other people, far as other people of color, allies, etc., to see about making change, not only on stage but behind the stage. And that's been our that's been our focus. We want people to be included in all walks of theater, whether it be in casting, whether it be in management or stage management or crew. And we have actually had committees and talks with people, and very openly about things that are they agree with and disagree with, and trying to put down a new deal, what we call the New Deal. Now, this is the beginning. It's not like it's set in stone. It's not the Constitution or anything. But it's what I love about it is that it is a conversation that's being started and will continue.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think what, is so important about these is that everybody, the big visible one is the casting choices and the people you see on stage or in front of the camera. But, there's almost an even bigger problem behind the scenes and with the people, that you don't see up on stage. So it's real easy to, do some casting things and say, oh, we made some changes. And it's like, well,
Right.
but everybody over here is still the same, so it's as important, I think, and there's a number of groups doing all that same work that are, really focused on those things. So it's great. I'm glad that you're a part of it, and that we're actually seeing changes, and that it is more than just talk.
Absolutely.
Hopefully that continues. So it's excellent. Well, we are before we talk about Christmas, which is obviously the reason why we're here.
Right.
And all the great projects that you've had going. You were just this fall on Broadway, back on Broadway with the fantastic and hilarious Chicken and Biscuits.
Yes.
I was lucky enough to see and had such a great time at. And sadly closed early for all kinds of reasons, but
Right.
thanks to the great people that did manage to see it, and the great work you guys did for a while there. Normally I would never ask someone this, but I know you are busy enough that I can. So what do you have coming down the road? What's next for you?
Well, besides Adelphi, I also have a show at Feinstein's 54 Below, which will start on the 16th, and then I come over to Adelphi that weekend, and then I go back to Feinstein's 54 Below starting on the 19th until the 24th, and then after that I have some concerts in Florida, which are going to be Venice and Aventura.
Great.
And a few other things on the map. But what I would say I'm looking most forward to is March 4th. I'm going to be with the New York Pops at Carnegie Hall. So it'll be my solo New York Carnegie Hall debut.
Oh, that's fantastic!
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something to really look forward to. They have a ton of Broadway people this season, which is really fantastic. I love that. It's so good to see that, and I'm excited about that. And March 4th, that's excellent.
March 4th, yeah.
So on to Christmas. Like anyone who pays attention to your career and what you've been up to knows that you are clearly a big fan of Christmas.
Yeah.
You've been at Feinstein's 54 Below doing a Christmas show every year, I think since 2013.
Yeah, it's 7 years now. Yeah.
Including last year when everything was shut down. You just filmed one and put it online instead, but filmed it at 54 Below, which was
we were very lucky to have a chance to do that, and we also got nominated for a New York Emmy. So I'm really proud of that. Yeah.
I mean, it was a great show. It was a great show, and you put out a Christmas album in 2018,
right?
And for those people who are into such things, which I feel is now just what has taken over Christmas, and in a massive competition, it seems, between about 4 different networks. You're in a Christmas movie.
I am. I'm in a Lifetime Christmas movie. Those movies that you already know what the ending is going to be, but you watch it anyway because it's a feel-good movie. It's with amazing people, Reba McEntire and John Schneider. And I'm kind of like I always say I'm the Yenta that tries to put them back together. They're a married couple who separated. They never got divorced, but I try to put them back together, and it's just I loved working with them, and we did this back in May, and we had to pretend that we were,
Yeah.
we were cold in
Yeah.
May when it was so hot in Nashville. But
Yeah.
we had a great time, and it's a fun movie.
Yeah, the open secret about most of those Christmas movies is they shoot them between like May and July
Right.
in like, in like Nashville or up in Canada or all over they're all shot in the summer.
Right.
So like, it's amazing. But it's so fun. And yeah, you're right. It's the same movie just made, 600 times.
Right. Right.
But yeah, on Lifetime, Christmas in Tune is just came out this year, so that's very exciting. Well, you've got tons of Christmas music out there. Like I said, you have a Christmas album. Let's take a moment and watch a fun little music video you did a couple years ago with one of the songs off of your Christmas album called "Why Couldn't It Be Christmas Every Day." Enjoy.
That I could only change it, take the calendar and rearrange it, then every day would be so nice. Candy canes and all the snow that's falling, every summer we'd be decked the hall, and maybe every wish you have will turn out true. Every day a Christmas card from me to you. So I pray, and I wait, and I hope that it doesn't come late. Why couldn't it be Christmas every day? Riding round with Santa on his sleigh. Don't you know if you'll be good just like you should, you'll hear those jingle bells ring. Why couldn't it be Christmas every night? Holding hands beneath the twinkling light. When you say that every day's a holiday, you'll hear those carolers sing. Why couldn't it be Christmas, Christmas, Christmas every day? Just believe in Christmas, Christmas, Christmas all the way. And every time I see your eyes, there's some mistletoe that's right above you, where the Christmas gifts do say I love you. Now some may say
Excellent. Such fun. So great to see you out and about in the city.
It was fun shooting that. Yeah, that was a great time. That was a great time.
And so a lot of fun little cameos in there of some friends of yours, some of your associates from there at the Cats Company,
Right.
and all kinds of great folks running around in that. So that again is just one of the many songs on your Christmas album that is available everywhere that albums can be found. We are really looking forward to your concert coming up. So this year, your concert is very appropriately called Home for the Holidays.
Mm-hmm.
We're excited about that. What are some things that we can expect as part of your holiday concert this year?
Well, we decided to kind of go back to some of the things that we hadn't looked at in a while, and because I going through the catalog of music that I've done over the 7 years, it's been a lot. It really has been a lot, and so we thought we'd go back to some of the things that we did in the beginning, and Mary, Did You Know? I'm going to revisit Oh Holy Night, things like that. Of course, are the traditional ones. But then you throw in some songs that just mean a lot to you, that you've have sung maybe this past year, the past 2 years, and talk about experiences that you've had for that year, or in this case, during this whole pandemic, because I don't even know what 2020 was all about. So there's a couple of songs, Somewhere that I sang at the Tonys this year with Kelly O'Hara. And that means a lot to me because I've always loved that song. I've always loved the movie that it comes from, West Side Story, which is coming out again. But I got a chance to sing that with Johnny Mathis as a duet one time. And it was, so it means so much to me. So we've thrown in things like that, and you can expect some other little surprises.
Great. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it's like I said, it's a thing that you've done for so long and put a lot of thought and time into that. We know there's going to be all the traditional things that you expect, but also some fun twists and turns and just a really great show. So you are going to be back here at Adelphi on Friday, December 17th at 7:30 p.m. We are super thrilled about that. And tickets, as always, are available on our website, which is pac.adelphi.edu, or you can come and visit the box office in person. You can get tickets that evening, along with most other theaters and pretty much everywhere. We are reminding everyone to please bring your proof of vaccination along with you. Everyone will be in the audience. They'll be wearing masks all the time. So we really have had great success being able to bring some entertainment back to people, but still keep everybody safe while the pandemic continues. And obviously, we want you to come and see Norm at Adelphi. But if you're in New York and are unable to do so, but still want to see him, I definitely encourage everybody to head to Feinstein's 54 Below. You are there, as you said, the day before on December 16th, but then you're there every night from the 19th through the 24th. Tickets are at 54below.com if you want to go see him there instead. Or again, also, I think you're sharing the evening most nights with maybe Michael Feinstein. So
yeah, there's special guests that I have every night, so it's going to be different things. And Michael might be there. Who knows? I don't know.
I think his show is earlier
before
in the night.
Mine. Okay,
most of the week. Yeah.
Oh, good. And sometimes he stops by, and you never know. And maybe we might do a song together. Who knows? Yeah. Because I just love working with him, and no matter what. But come to both shows. Come to Adelphi and come to Feinstein's 54 Below. Because it's never the same show, even though it might have the same material. It's never the same show. And I always say this: I don't like to call my shows concerts or shows. They're more of a party, and you're coming to my living room, and we're having a good time.
It really definitely has that feel. I've been lucky enough to see you, obviously, when you were at Adelphi, but also some of the shows you've done over the years at 54. So it's really great. I encourage everybody, obviously, to check you out either way. Thank you again so much for taking the time to talk with me today. I really appreciate it. And
Thank you for having me.
I'll see you again on Friday.
All right. See you then.
And again, a big thank you to Norm Lewis. We will have more music from Norm at the end of the show tonight. And again, hopefully you'll come see him at Adelphi, but if not, he will be at 54 Below the following week almost every night. So if you are in the city or able to get there, I encourage you to check him out. Normally I wouldn't promote something somebody's doing somewhere else, but everybody is hungry for audience these days, and we are looking for people to come back wherever they are and just support the arts in any way you can. So thank you again to Norm. Now, we will have more music from Norm at the end of the show tonight, but one of our holiday traditions at the PAC is the Department of Theater's annual reading of A Christmas Carol. Now, this version presents the classic tale as sort of a radio-style reading with students from the department performing, along with our faculty member, Brian Rose, who not only directs them, but also plays Scrooge so wonderfully every year. So now this event is always free, will be again this year, but we do ask everyone to bring a food or monetary donation that is given to our longtime partners in this event, the Mary Brennan Interface Nutrition Network. They are located in Hempstead, not that far from campus, and they work year-round to feed people throughout our part of Long Island. So I encourage you to join us for A Christmas Carol. That will be on Saturday, December 18th. That will be at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, live on stage once again in our Olmsted Theater. We did this last year, but it was on Zoom. So we are happy to have them back on stage live. We will also be streaming this particular event on our YouTube channel. So keep an eye out there to be able to watch if you're unable to join us in person, or if you are interested in watching it at some point later. It'll live on our YouTube page, along with our Zoom version from last year, if you want to watch that. So that just about wraps up yet another episode of the show. Be sure to join us this week on Tuesday, December 14th for the Adelphi Concert Band, on Friday, December 17th for the fantastic and wonderful and amazing Norm Lewis, who is also just a delight to spend time with, as you just saw, and on Saturday, December 18th, either in person or online for our reading of A Christmas Carol. As always, tickets and all the information that you need are available on our website. Also coming up on our website later this week will be information about our winter and spring season and our performances that are coming up in the new year. So do check that out. Make sure you have signed up for our e-newsletter if you haven't already done so. We have some really great things coming around the corner at the PAC, both in person and online for the time being. And we are really looking forward to announcing those things later this week and in emails and stuff next week. So I will be back with the final episode of the show next Monday, December 20th, with a look back at a selection of performances from throughout the past semester. Some things that I don't think anything that I've shared here on the show, but all stuff that has been broadcast online, which thankfully means that is available to repurpose and use for the show next Monday. So that again is Monday, December 20th, all kinds of things. So join me one last time next Monday evening. And before I go, I have one more song as promised from Norm Lewis to close us out. Meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you again next Monday. Enjoy.
Santa baby, slip a Rolex under the tree for me. I've been an awful good guy, Santa baby, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa buddy, a 65 convertible to steel blue. I'll wait up for you, dude, Santa buddy, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the hotties that I haven't kissed. Next year I could be just as good if you check off my Christmas list. Oh, Santa Pally, I want a yacht, and really that's not a lot. I've been an angel all year, Santa Pally, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Oh yeah, Santa chum, one thing that I really do need, the deed to a platinum mine, Santa chum, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Oh, Santa dude, fill my stockings with Hamilton ticks, 4 kicks. Put me in the 5th row, in the center, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Come and fill my Christmas tree with some stuff from Gucci, Prada, and Macy's. Why not? I really do believe in you. Now let's see if you believe in me. Santa essay, forgot to mention one little thing, ka-ching. And I don't mean alone, Santa Papi, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight.